Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Up next on stream is going to be Team Envyus versus Crowd Pleasers. This is going to be game one of the best of three. Of course, it goes to best of five when we reach the semifinals. Of course, the grand final will be best of five as well. To update everyone, I had some tweets, people asking me, can we see some OG versus Team Liquid? What's going on there? Team Liquid, it actually leads 1-0 in that series. Unlegit dropped 21 kills in that one.
That's right. And also, I got a tweet earlier from a couple of the homies. Let me know about that EG-CLG matchup. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to catch it on stream, but you guys can actually go ahead and check out the individual player POVs that are going out right now. All of EG, I believe, are streaming their matchups, so you can watch that one as well as this one. No reason why you need to only watch one. Multi-task, bro. Multi-Twitch.
Multi-Twitch, baby.
That's what you got to make happen.
That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
All right.
This game, Team Envyus versus Crowd Pleasers. Your initial reaction to these two teams going away, what exactly is it? Do you see Envyus kind of walking away with this one?
You know, Crowd Pleasers has actually been a team that's been on everyone's mind as of late. You know, they kind of showed up big on the ladder. You know, this team is full of veterans, okay? Just to kind of break down the roster here, you have Nemesis, Straight Sick, Goofy, and Munoz. On the other side, APG, Mikwin, APG, Mikwin, it is APG, Pistola, who is Zola Hunter, as well as Hines. You know, the thing about this roster on Crowd Pleasers is this guy, I mean, he's been around, Goofy's been around the space for so long. He's just, you know, a consummate professional. And Straight Sick as well has been on the grind. So, you know, individual skill-wise, I think this team is great. But I think as far as teamwork is concerned, for me, got to go with Envy.
Gotta go with Envy?
Gotta go with Envy. Sorry, that was a little bit long-winded, but
you got there in the end.
That's what happens when you're driving and trying to do all this other crap because Ben is lazy.
That's not true. I actually opened up the CLG game on the Xbox to my right in case that game ends early. We can switch, but don't be giving me crap.
Don't give me no sass, girl.
Exactly. I don't want no sass. Not today. It's almost Christmas vacation. Envyus lead 1-0, and the flag is actually being pulled right now by Crowd Pleasers. I thought for a minute that Zola's going to drop down. That flag will be returned, and Envyus maintain that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, they're going to continue to simply just put the pressure on him. Pistola, though, clean pistol right in front, looking to do some damage. Is able? No! Munoz will win that one. Let's actually go over to Munoz now as he's going to try and hold this one down as best he possibly can. Fortunately for him, though, he is going to get pressured on by Envy. He was all up on that red side and just got met with the hands. Now back over to Pistola, who is pushing straight down the middle. And just look at that instant call out. I don't know if he saw the player by Silo, but just immediately picking off that other player. They're waiting for this camo potentially to pick up. I'm not entirely certain. But despite it all, though, the APG is now going to have to fight out of his base because he is going to have Straight Sick to deal with here. Finding one is able to do so because Mikwin's going to be there for that support. Another player is going to be there on the push. That's going to be Goofy. Somehow, someway, managing to stay alive. APG, that's the kind of player that I want to see here as he just absolutely shreds inside of red.
APG has a support teammate as well. It's going to be Hines as he picks up the kill. Now, can they apply some pressure on Crowd Pleasers' flag? That is going to be the question. Still, though, Crowd Pleasers making a push over towards that Team Envy's flag. And that's really going to force a couple of Envy players back just to support. You see APG with that railgun, unable to connect with the kill. Luckily, though, Pistola tracked all the way back and was able to pick up Munoz.
Oh, missing there with the rail. You know, some good movement there from one of the members. I wasn't quite certain on who that was. Goofy's going to get picked up. That was actually going to be Nemesis. So he couldn't really do much here. Staying alive. Munoz right in front, though, and APG looking to stay alive on this one. Again, this is pretty much, you know, when you're able to be in a nuisance the way APG has been so thus far in this matchup, it is probably one of the most frustrating things, and he just manages to get another kill, Ben.
That's a killing spree right now for APG. He's just running around, causing all sorts of problems. Still has the railgun in his back pocket, should he choose to use it. But with all that said, and that big killing spree, Envy still only with that 1-0 lead. The flag is away, and that one looks as if it may actually be capped. He went top mid, he's going to go for that big jump down, and Envyus so close to being 2-0 in the lead. Will they get it? They have camo up too. The flag has been pulled away. It's so close to being capped. Is it going to go in?
I don't think so.
You don't think? I think it should be returned. Yeah, it's been returned. Such clutch play right there.
That was a heartbreaker. Without a doubt, that was a heartbreaker for them. I thought they had that one, but right through the doorway there. And now Pistola's going to be in a good position to just throw some nades and cause some problems. But all of Crowd Pleasers are just surrounding that flag. They can pick it up whenever they choose, which is exactly what they do there. Munoz looking to support. He is going to toss out a Splinter, which could prevent some movement for the time being. A good pickup there with it. He does not get the flag, though. And now it's going to be Envy on the push here, and they get the return. Deja vu, but this time on the other side.
That is disastrous. I can't believe that just happened for Crowd Pleasers. You saw he held X, but just didn't hold it down long enough to pick up that flag, dashed away, and left it in the window. So Envy still have that 1-0 lead. It's a very, very fragile lead. But
they pick it up. They get the 2.
On the right. Oh, they get 2. Yeah, you're right. That counterpull.
Looking for a double. Does manage to find it. And now this is a good opportunity for them to make the push. You do have Crowd Pleasers making it through the treehouse, actually up all the way up to the top bridge. Again, a good route here. They're going to look to just take this one down. Boost out, ground pounded. Can he get the kill perhaps? He is going to actually break those shields. I think that was what that did there, but I could be wrong. Regardless of the fact, though, that's going to be one on the board for Crowd Pleasers. Brilliant movement there. He had the coverage to be able to go for that ground pound, and that allowed him an added movement option. Again, loving those new abilities in Halo 5.
So score currently 2-1 in favor of Envyus. Those Crowd Pleasers showing us they still have a little bit of life left in them. Who knows? I recognize there was someone chasing.
Yeah.
As he looks up top mid. Not going to spot anyone just yet, but there is, looking at that radar, someone directly behind him. Not going to be able to win that gunfight though.
Straight Sick, though, dealing with a player inside of his base, and that's actually going to be 2 members in a camo pickup there. That was going to be Hines. Let's actually go over to him because he has that camo. He's going to cause so many problems now, taking this one through, but he just has to wait it out, and Hines can't get away. Because that camo, despite it being a great tool to pick up, does not stop bullets, and he was in a really bad position there, but still did his job. Pistola looking to do something here as well. Won't find much out of that one. He drops down right in the middle of the shark pit, and you know, I thought it was a good reference because this is a map underwater. You're
a terrible human being.
Yeah, I am. This is a proven fact. A lot of action, though, man. This has been quite the hectic game here. APG looking to make some moves now as they're going to be inside of the blue base. Players are going to be spawning by silo, as you can see them popping up all the way across from APG. And they know that someone's inside of their base. As soon as you get hit with that silo spawn, you know that someone's inside of your base. So either you force your way back inside and defend that flag, or you make your way to the enemy base and try and push them out that way. One way or another, you got to stop that player inside.
What do you think is the better option in that scenario? Because it's interesting you say, we've seen it a couple of times. Do you overextend, do you wrap back?
Well, if you notice right there, they actually ended up getting that flag, but this could very well be the last cap of the day for this Fathom CTF game type, and that is going to be curtained. So what they did right there is they put a gamble, right? They gambled on pushing forward to the flag and try and bring that over to their treehouse. They just did not have the map control. But there you can see the score there, folks. APG with 22 kills on his person. Just some good work, and of course another star performance there from Mikwin with 2 flag captures. That is going to net them the victory. It will be a 3-1 for them. But yeah, I mean, it's like a toss-up. What do you do in that situation? It's very hard to say. In that instance, though, Crowd Pleasers did the best possible play that they could, just not enough.
Well, as Envy go up in that series, just as an update, Evil Geniuses do lead CLG in that top 8 matchup 1-0. They had a 98 to 12 point lead in Strongholds at one point in the game. It finished 98 to 48, so CLG managed a bit of a comeback, but EG showing that dominance, and I believe Team Liquid may have beaten Optic Halo as well. I know they were 1-0 up, and I believe that series may have actually just ended, so we'll try and get some updates on that. Of course, next map will be Plaza Slayer. We saw Snipe Down dominate with the sniper rifle. Who do you expect to see kind of go off with that sniper rifle from Team Envyus? Because obviously they're in the lead in this series. Is there anyone specifically you think will be that dominant player?
I mean, you know, if you go based off the stats in the last game, you can't ignore APG. You know,
Very true. What was it 22 kills?
22 kills for him. I mean, you know, just overall solid performance there. He did his job by hanging out right by the base, forcing those silo spawns, pretty much leaving crowd pleasers with no other option but to push inside of the enemy flag area, and that ended up being a full wipe and a cap. Those are the kinds of plays that you're looking for from a player like APG. Just dominance all around. But now we're waiting for this next one to start up, and I don't think it's started yet because we can't join. So we're kind of on the you know, on the wait here. They are in the menu, so something could be going on. We'll be sure to get updates from those guys in a little bit. What do you have going on here?
As I said, I'm trying to follow that EG CLG game on the side just to, you know, give everyone updates on the score. They're currently in that map number 2. As I said, you know, CLG, they got pooped on game 1. It is what it is, man. Like when you're 98 to 12 points in the lead in a Strongholds game, it's like, well, feels bad.
Yeah, what map was that, by the way, that they were playing on?
It was the same map.
Rig?
No, it wasn't Rig. It was, we saw it earlier on. It's just completely gone from my mind. It was, I can tell you.
You lost it.
It was.
We're never going to do it. We're never going to get this.
Plaza.
Come on, buddy.
Plaza. There you go.
Plaza. There you go.
We'll get there in the end. Get there in the end.
Yeah. So, well,
I'm currently in that game too. Do you want to jump in that game too? It's a Slayer. I know
actually, the players. I don't want to confuse people. Okay. I mean, you could jump into it if you want.
I mean, you can jump in and go back out and then watch the end.
You know,
of the
it's
game.
just, you know, I don't want people to be like, "What's going on here?" You know, like I don't know.
I'm just trying to give the people something entertaining. Oh, well, your game.
Okay, there we go. You see,
I just want to watch some EG CLG, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I'm a
You
fan.
can watch it.
I want the people to be able to watch and glorious.
The people are watching. I guarantee you, the people are watching. One way or another, the people are watching this darn game. Yes, so waiting for this one to start up here, folks. It actually ended up loading up in the lobby, so we're going to get right into it. It is going to be Plaza Slayer Game 2 to kick things off here. And we saw what Evil Geniuses was capable of doing in this game, but Envy and Crowd Pleasers could give us different results here, folks. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're kicking it off with McWin, who he is going to go and play the light rifle over here, this light rifle area. And he knows that they got to force their way over to it. Great shots, though, out of Envy, just pretty much stopping them from being able to get that map control. Who ended up getting OS there?
That was big because he actually burnt OS. That grenade killed him as soon as he managed to pick it up, I'm pretty sure. Goofy played for the sniper rifle. But Mick went off to a great start, making some big plays. Already Team Envyus with the 5-1 lead. BR and sniper rifle in McQuin's control. That's going to put a lot of pressure now on Crowd Pleasers. Are they going to try and opt to get control back, or simply just leave McQuin to do his thing?
Oh, you do not want to leave McQuin to do his thing, man. If you think so here's the difference between McQuin and Snipe Down when it comes to being a sniper. And of course, I don't know, maybe things change a little bit in Halo, but McQuin will take the risky shots. He will
like
do
that?
Yeah, he will do things where if he thinks
he actually traded.
He ends up trading. But McQuin is the kind of guy where he will go for those shots that are just absolutely disgusting. It's just the McQuin way. It's how he does it. I mean, in HWC Season 2, we saw what this man was capable of doing on lockout with a sniper rifle. It was just unfair to the other team. So if there's a guy you want to have the sniper, definitely going to be McWin. But speaking of that, though, you do have Envy fighting from this from the blue side here. This is dangerous. I don't like what's going on for Envy, but if you are a Crowd Pleasers fan, you are quite happy with the outcome because Envy, they're going to be fighting from the back foot. They're going to be spawning by Tram, which is exactly where you don't want to be. You have APG right underneath. Straight Tick did get the call. He's going to look to give him the sauce around this corner any second now. Or just play a little bit of ring around the rosy. But despite that, though, all the players spawning over by that yellow side, dangerous. Dangerous spawn from the have. Not too surprised to see Crowd Pleasers get the control like this, though.
And considering how strong Envyus were off the break, Crowd Pleasers did a phenomenal job of just retaking control of the map and getting those power positions and getting control of the sniper as well, which was a big influencing factor as to why they managed to make a little bit of a comeback as Pistola able to just provide some help as he picks up the melee there. Very close game so far. 13-14 OS up, and that is going to be controlled now by Pistola.
Picked up at 9:43. We will see that come up in just a little bit. Could be 9:40, 9:39. Then again,
We'll go with 9:43.
We'll go with whatever. It'll come up in a couple minutes here, folks. Pistola, though, now that he has that submachine gun as well as that OS, I mean, it is a pretty good combination there.
Just a little bit.
The SMG, not shredding quite as much as it did in the beta, but still probably one of the nastier close-range weapons. It does do its job, and the beta was just absolutely filthy. But Pistola just continuing to cause problems. Like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to reload casually and get this kill from behind. They're looking for that sniper control, which they do manage to get. And let's see if Pistola can get this kill. Yes, he can. If he can stay alive, we'll stick with him. If not, we'll find out who has the sniper.
That's going to be 20-14 lead. Pistola managed to really be very beneficial and put that OS to work. Sniper rifle is going to be controlled by APG. See, he's going to be covering Pistola. There's going to be two players that jump out, miss the shot. Immediately switches out to the pistol, cleans up straight sick, looks down low. That's going to be the second. Looks for the triple kill, has it directly in front of him, lines up perfectly. Where's the overkill?
Does he go for the over? Does he go for it?
Oh, he's shaking shots. Oh no, just the assist will have to do. Pistola, why you do this?
Why you do this, Ola? But you know what, though? Here's something to keep in mind, right? They're going to have blue side. We look at the members of Envy. They're going to be, I believe, bottom middle. So those spawns are going to be coming from Tram side and Cinema, which is exactly where crowd places are located right now. Munoz, though, can he win this battle? You got to be able to pick off Pistola there, but he is sneaky without a doubt. He does manage to get out of trouble just in the nick of time. That's just something that Pistola does very well. Munoz, though, again, they meet, but Heinz's nade will find him. Ola, though, not able to stay up. Looking at Goofy and Heinz. Heinz was not able to do anything. Straight sick with the snipe could spell good news for them. He is going to have it blue side, and that camo, or excuse me, that OS is going to be up, and they do manage to pick that up, which is potentially going to be big for them.
So we'll keep track. 2 minutes, that's coming back up at 5:33 OS, but for now, Nemesis has control of it. Can crowd pleasers with OS and snipe start a comeback? They almost lined up for a perfect collateral. Unfortunately for straight six, he's only going to get one of them, but the lead reduced to 5 now. This could be, as I said, the start of that comeback. Crowd pleasers with some good positioning. Unfortunately, yeah, they lose one gunfight there. Straight sick is going to be in a horrible position.
With the sniper
to the right-hand side. This is either going to be glorious or it's going to be pretty awful. Looks like it's going to be the latter. No scope, not going to connect, needed to reload, and he will fall and snipe control back over to team Envyus.
Yeah, again, there's just not much you could do in that situation, right? And I don't know if I feel really comfortable with him being... Oh, Munoz actually is just going to use this crouch to his advantage. He knows that 2 players are going to be around him. Finds one, it's going to be weak, and that's going to be Pistola. Creeps up on him. Another one, Mikwin for the pick, but just to kind of finish that point, man, I don't really feel comfortable taking that sniper on the blue side. I personally think you need to bring that Cinema, keep it Cinema, and do exactly what Snipe Down did earlier. But a beautiful boost there. Can he stay alive? Ola, though, man, this guy just does it every single time. This time with a battle rifle, potentially a ninja. Never mind, gonna get the kill there, a melee on Goofy. And they're just going hunting at this point. They're going hunting, they're getting those kills, and a new combo, as a matter of fact, for Pistola, but won't be able to use it.
Falls. 37-27, lead at 10 once again for Team Envyus. Sniper rifle is up, and OS will be spawning in around about 20 seconds. So if crowd pleasers are going to have any chance of coming back into this game, Golden Boy, for me, they need to control OS. That's going to be a big, big factor. You see, they have managed to get sniper rifle control, but again, 10 seconds until that OS spawns up. And APG trying to win these gunfights, has them both weak, will fall. Now, is there anyone from crowd pleasers in position to play for it?
Let's see here. They're getting ready for it, for sure. Actually, Goofy's going to be there to support. It's the position I want the sniper in. I think it just works out better, but Goofy's got to nail those shots. He goes for a jump shot there. When he challenged on that ramp, it gets a little bit harder because of, you know, the scope in with it. Who ended up getting that?
His teammate.
Yeah, his teammate ended up getting it. So huge plays there. It's actually going to be Munoz now. It's going to be a 4-kill game, Benson. But he is only going to have about a quarter of that OS remaining. He has to get into a position to be effective with it as soon as he possibly can, or just continue to be a presence, which seems like that's what he's opting for. Be a presence, be a nuisance.
Coming back into this game, Golden Boy, as you said, just being a nuisance is enough. You have snipe control. Goofy still with plenty of ammo, better than him, and there's 10 shots. He can be a little bit wasteful if he needs to. If he's going to go for a leg, body someone, that's fine. As long as you have a teammate there to trade up, doesn't necessarily need to be going for those perfect headshots. This game has all of a sudden become extremely close. Let's not forget, crowd pleasers were down 10 before bringing it back just to being so close to Team Envyus, still trailing by 2. Goofy desperately trying to put that sniper rifle to work.
He wants to get this headshot. He knows someone's by Tran. That's going to be APG, and he's going to go for the shot, and he manages to find it. Huge plays, but Hines on the pursuit now. Goofy needs his teammate, but still being effective despite having barely any shields. He does manage to pick off one. That will make it 39-40. Benson, a one-kill game separates these two teams. We could potentially see a game 3 if crowd pleasers continue to play it like this. And just look at that tram spot. He got hung up on that boost.
Goofy's so close, and believe it or not, OS is going to be back up any second now. I believe in 30 seconds exactly, OS should be spawning up. And again, crowd pleasers need to get control of that. Goofy's done a phenomenal job of just controlling that sniper rifle.
Just look at APG, just looking to crouch. Just see if I can find him real quick. There he is.
Oh, here it is.
They have no idea that he's pushing up.
Goofy picked up one. That was Hines. They've seen him now. APG, can he go for the challenge? He's put on some nice clean shots, pumps the shield. Second play is going to run into SMG, too strong, surely. They do trade. Goofy, though, did he manage to keep that sniper rifle? I believe he has.
Yes,
41, 44.
He does
OS.
have it. Looks for one. Tries to go for the double. Can he get it? He does find it. Gets the OS. That's going to be huge for them. And now Hines knows that he has to get out of there. 44-44, Benson. The game is tied. What a battle we've seen so far here in this competition. This is insane. What a great game.
I cannot believe for the life of me crowd pleasers have been able to come back into this one in the fashion that they have. And Goofy has been a huge, huge part of it. But they trail now by 2 kills.
Sniper's
Goofy
up again.
Needs to go big. Sniper's up, like you said. A little bit of OS left for Goofy as he challenges.
Oh.
He will be traded, though. And that is just so unfortunate for crowd pleasers who did a phenomenal job of coming back. It's definitely not over yet, though. But Envyus with sniper control, that should be surely now enough to see them through and pick up this W.
So here's the thing, only 1 kill remaining. He can't give up any dumb deaths, and I'm trying to see who on the other side is sniper. It's going to be Hines. He does have the match in his hand right now if he does manage to get that clean headshot. But for them, that's going to do it. A final pick. Brilliantly played, though, on both sides. Envy will come out on top with the victory. Taking a look at the stats here, folks. You can go ahead and freeze. A huge shout out, by the way, to our friends over at HCS Stats on Twitter. These guys, pretty similar to COD Stats.
They do a
from
phenomenal job. I actually, I messaged them and I said, hey, really good job.
Yeah,
Hopefully
they've been posting all those
stats.
graphics on the Beyond forums. It's been pretty cool to see. So this is, you know, hopefully we learned quite a bit, right? I haven't had an opportunity to get into a lot of the stats because I was driving because, you know, Ben, you have one job. Sorry,
Mr. I break chairs for a living.
Yeah, you know. Well, I'm sorry. My weight. Okay, I'm sensitive about my weight. I'm not. So let's move forward, though, folks. Because Envy, they're moving forward.
They're
crowd pleasers.
Top 8 now.
Great squad. Looking forward to seeing more of them. You know, that matchup could have went either way at that moment, and really, you know, I guess the telling part for me was how Goofy, he was kind of like a general there. He had the sniper. He was hanging back. He's like, all right, I got to get these picks. And his teammates were looking to, he was looking to be the presence, right? Which is what we saw Snipe down to in that last game. He just wasn't able to get the headshots enough. Despite that, though, still a really good job.
Bear in mind, as soon as he kind of recognized that final OS came up, he made a big, big push for that. He picked up a double kill, got OS, and managed to tag up the third as well. So he kind of kept the game alive, I want to say. It was only then, didn't really do anything massively efficient with OS. He was forced to kind of lose it when he had to trade for sniper rifle. He made that big play when sniper came up, and unfortunately that was just going to be the end. Team Envyus progressed through. For now, though, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we return, we should have some top 8 action. CLG versus EG is tied at 1-1.
That's right. And the next matchup actually is going to be Team Liquid versus a name that I'm not familiar with, but I'm sure if I saw the roster, maybe I would be familiar with the players.
Team Liquid has to be against Team Envyus.
Team Overdrive will be the matchup that we were told is coming up next here. Unless you're wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you're wrong. Maybe your little prediction sheet is wrong. You know? You ever thought about that? How those apples taste? Anyway, all right, guys, we're going to be right back. When we come back, plenty more Halo 5 action here as the road to the World Championship continues. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.